Góðan daginn and welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnildur. I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my vlog, podcast, chatty type of thing. My Project Pal, named so because I have projects, they are in piles, and I just keep adding to them because I have so much. Listen, I have yarn, and then I buy more yarn because I have patterns, and some patterns I'm like, some patterns just don't work for you, and that's okay. You make discoveries, and then other patterns just kind of make you fall in love with them, and you kind of buy a bit more yarn because you saw that the yarn was on sale. I know I'm not the only one. Oh wait, listen, I was so almost on the introduction, I was feeling so happy with myself, but then I remembered, oh yeah, the yarn. Yeah, this is my podcast. I mostly talk about yarn and talk about knitting, crocheting, and the yarn related and fiber related when I make those discoveries, because fibers that we use to work with and make, garments and stuff out of, like hats and just the things that people do with fibers and fiber arts is just mind-boggling at times. And yeah, if I ever feel like talking about it, I talk about them because I want to. Yeah. I'm actually I feel good, but at the same time a little conflicted because listen, this is so daft. Listen, I have a confession. Remember what I said? Excuse me, my voice. Okay, listen. I am just starting to talk today, talking to you, so my voice is, the engine is revving up. I noticed that last weekend I was kind of thinking that I thought this is one of the things that keeps tricking you, even when you're, a couple of years from turning 40, you still kind of think that when your voice starts cracking, you're like, oh dear Lord, I'm coming down with something. No, this is just what happens when you're just starting to talk at the beginning of the day. Your little voice box needs warming up, and because I haven't been talking this morning until now, well, not talking a lot, and the engine is revving up, which is why I'm coughing. And the fact that I'm 37, I'm still making these discoveries is like, I love life. But yeah, so last weekend, I told you that I was going to try and trick myself into trying to finish the vest because I really want to wear it. And the way that I found that I can trick myself is by just do a little thing, just do this little thing now, and it's okay if you put it away, that's fine. You are allowed to put it away, just try and do this little thing. And it worked. The extent that I've sewn these shoulder seams together. Like, I haven't done the rest, but I've made progress, and I am pleased with myself of having made progress. Now, is my sewing the prettiest? No. Let's not delude ourselves. My sewing is not the prettiest. It works, but it's not pretty. The problem I'm facing, however, is it's a little bit. It's silly at the same time. It isn't. So, it's about my nails, actually. If you focus, thank you. They're not prettiest, I know. I don't care. They work. Most of the time, this is what I would call a decent length, right? This is what the length of my nails usually is. I had, unfortunately, the misfortune of So the nail on my thumb broke rather far down, and I know this has a point. Because I don't know if it was the broken part of the nail, or the part that's still attached to the rest of me, came to a point, and so it kept stabbing the flesh underneath. Might have been that. Also the fact that this is my dominant hand, so I kept smashing this part of my thumb. I kept smashing it into things. and I don't know if it was skin that came off. This might be TMI, but sorry in advance. But at work yesterday, my skin split, my flesh split on my thumb. So I'm gonna show you, but here I'm still like, should I? Because not everyone wants to see it, but I'm gonna show you real quick because I feel like whining. I'm 37 years old. I want to whine. But look, it's split, which means yet again, like, it's not enough that my skin tends to be rough after the work week. So you know, working with this wonderful yarn, like they drops air, right, with this lovely fuzzy halo. The fibers, you know, they just catch on your rough skin, and then when you have split skin, this is kind of torture. And yeah, I could put a plaster over it. That would might be smart. But yeah, I'm gonna need to find a plaster because this just keeps happening. Like, I'm slathering my hands in hand lotion to try and keep them, you know, decent enough so I can actually work with the yarn, and then that's not enough. But yeah, on happier notes, I am pleased with myself that I managed to get myself to just do these shoulders. So now I just need to, you know, weave the rest of the ends in, and pick up the stitches, find out how you do that, because I've never done that. It's gonna be interesting to learn. But yeah, the vest itself, look how cute it is. It is really simple. It's literally just straight stitch all throughout. It's really simple, ripping at the bottom. I'm gonna try and remember to link this pattern down below because it is simple, it is nice, and it's warm and soft. So yeah, do recommend this pattern. This has been fun. At least I know that I can make a vest. Now I just need to learn how to finish making it. Yeah. Because the thing that has been absolutely grabbing my attention this week is the same accidental project that I wasn't gonna be working on, you know, cast on, but I found the yarn. Look how the second cake turned out. Just, I'm loving it. So I started work on the third cake, and it's a completely different color combination. It looks like this in the cake. I am so happy with just the variation in colors. It's just, and imagine I bought this yarn off of Wish simply because I saw, you know, the yarn and I was like, oh well, that would be fun to try out. And then bought 6 different colors, 6 cakes in different colors. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And on a whim, I cast on like 90 stitches and just go, I'm just gonna use every single one of them. And I'm actually pretty pleased. This is the single instance of a knot so far in this yarn. The first cake had not a single knot in it. The second cake had a knot in the last like quarter or so. And we all know what it's like to have otherwise really lovely, really nice yarn. But no matter how nice and lovely and adorable the yarn is to work with, if the skein or the cake or whatever is riddled with knots, you're gonna hate that yarn. You're gonna despise it. You're never gonna work with it again because no one wants knots in the yarn, not like excessive amount. And I do believe that there's regulations somewhere. I don't know if it's in the EU or if it's universal, but there is regulation that you makers or yarn aren't allowed to have more than 3 knots per skein. Which, I mean, if you have a 50-gram skein and you have 3 knots, that would be annoying. But if you have like a big skein, like a 500-gram and 3 knots, that's less annoying, obviously, because the difference is, you know, maybe you have like 80 meters or 90 meters or 100 meters, 3 knots, that's gonna be, that's annoying. But if you have like 1,000 meters, 1,200 meters, that's over a kilometer, right? That's gonna be less annoying, just putting it out there. But yeah, as for this yarn, I'm loving it. The colors are turning out, I mean, this is way more color than I would ever dare to pick up myself. This is why I love variegated and colorful, like skeins and cakes and all that. Because these tend to be colors that because I'm way too careful when it comes to colors. I tend to be safe. So, which is why I love cakes and variegated yarn, because they are not safe. They take me completely out of my self-imposed comfort zone. Excuse me. I'm gonna show you. Dun, dun, dun. Look at it. It's sun. Hello, sun. Welcome home. Yeah, we had a bit of storm last night, so. But he's smiling. Yay! It's cold. Hey. So yeah, we had a bit of a storm last night. From around 9-10ish, it started to be like a little bit windy, and then it let out, I think, around 6 or 7 this morning. And I don't know, because I managed to sleep, because it was southwestern, meaning that it is that further corner of the building, meaning that my room is at the opposite side of the building. I don't know about the people at the other side. I hope they had like the TV on or something, but I at least slept well. So yeah, I think we have like 22 or 24 meters per second at the most. That's like called dark purple or pink, like the so the oh, she left. Meteorology office, they have this like color, basically a rainbow base of the wind strength, and the closer you get to red, the more danger, obviously. Green is good, and then you move up to blue, the blues and the purples, and from that to the pinks and the reds and the very strong pretty red, but you don't want to be there. Yellow, I believe. Yeah, anyway, doesn't really matter, but we were somewhere between, well, some of the purples and maybe the lightest shade of pink, but that's like, and I do feel like the color coding of the meteorology office when it comes to wind strength, I love it. You could knit by it, like if you had like if you write down you know, like the temperature blankets, how about you put in the wind blanket? Like, you would get so much more color. But I was telling about the scarf. So it is currently sitting pretty at about 78 centimeters, which is limp. Now we get windy. It's about 31 inches. Thank you. So that is 2 skeins, meaning that we are a third of the way done. So that was, I did make the calculations. Where are you? Yeah. So if we we might end up at about 230 centimeters or so, or 7 feet 7 inches, or 7 feet 7. That would be 91 inches roughly that the length of this scarf might end up being, and that would be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it that I want to chat about this weekend. It's like, I do not get a thumbs up for my thumb this week. I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna be nice to my fingers. It's like, this is literally the part of my body that sees the most work. Like, but yeah, so I did manage to get a little bit work done on the West, and I have made the decision that I'm gonna be proud of myself because I did manage to do that. And I've gotten started on the third cake of my accidental like scarf, and I'm loving it, like the colors. I do have a confession to make though. I am gonna try and cut this a little bit short today because I'm gonna be shooting another video that is related to my my Advent calendar hobby hat, my Eden. Because even though it did take me a little while to make this hat, not just because this is a really simple pattern, and I absolutely adored it. But you know, it was December. We have quite a lot of work to do in December when you're working in a grocery store. And also when I went on the page to find the pattern to share it the other day, I found out that Hobby had a sale. And I just love this pattern, and I love this yarn, this tweed that they have. So I'm gonna be showing another video after this. That should hopefully be, well, this video should hopefully be out on Sunday, and I'm hoping the internet gods will be with me this weekend, so I should be able to get it up on Wednesday maybe? Hopefully. Yay! But yeah, I will call this short now, and I will hopefully see you next weekend, and hopefully my thumb will be in operation. I'm being dramatic, it's fine, I just need to be nice to it. So yeah, I will hopefully see you next time, and take care, okay? Bless bless! Oh, the sun's back. Yay!